what's being paid, what's not being paid. So we tried to stay competitive at the same time, know our value in the marketplace.
That's what's up. So were you guys actually in the studio with Wayne when you did Got Money, or were you did you send it? Because I know sometimes the producer will send it to the guy and he might be out of town or something like that. So how did that work?
Yeah, actually that's exactly how it happened. Wayne tours like crazy, man. He's on the road, and actually the record was never intended for Lil Wayne at first. It was done. It was just a beat done at first, just to make. We were just making tracks, making a beat, and then then we put a chorus on it, a chorus idea, which is the idea for Got Money. We actually were in the studio with Pitbull, working on Pitbull's project, and Pitt loved it. Pitt wanted to keep it for himself in his album. He wanted to get T-Pain on the record, so he sent it to T-Pain. By the time T-Pain got it, did it, and sent it back to Pitbull, Pitbull turned the album in so he couldn't use it for his album. But we still had the files to the song. We still had T-Pain hook and a Play-N-Skillz beat, which we thought was, very valuable. I think anybody would agree on that. A T-Pain hook nowadays, we know what that's worth. And
absolutely.
So we shopped it around to a couple people. Some Thug recorded on it, Plies recorded on it, a couple other people recorded on it, but nobody came and cut the check, and nobody really, made a play for it except for Wayne. Wayne came to the table. T-Pain's people reached out, said that Wayne wanted the record. Wayne recorded it, and the rest is history, man. I mean, everything was third person, even T-Pain. I mean, we spoke on the phone after that, emails, with the arrangement and how we wanted it, but it was all, with the new way of, technology, just making music through Gmails and through iChats and the whole nine. So it worked itself out. I guess we could say that great minds think alike.
That's what's up. So with your experience that you had with a major label being signed to Universal, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Did that leave a sour taste in your mouth? Because I know that your new project is coming out independently, right?
Yeah, it's coming through Asylum, actually.
Oh, Asylum. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But through our label, and Asylum. Yeah, it did leave a sour taste because for us it was a difficult situation as it is, being Latino and being Latin hip-hop artists. It's still something brand new that mainstream America hasn't understood or even captured yet. I think Universal wanted us to make Spanish-speaking records or reggaeton because when we got signed, the reggaeton movement was crazy. That's when that whole Daddy Yankee and that whole nine was popping off. And they wanted us to kind of veer that way for whatever reason. We're like, man, we don't do that type of music. No disrespect to them, but I mean, we're hip-hop heads. You know what I'm saying? We do hip-hop, R&B, we just do music. There's no, just because we're Latin doesn't mean we have to be, we have to do that type of music. So they weren't able to understand us as supporters. I mean, we had some really big records on other Universal records, radio-wise, and they never put that album out, never shot the video, never did all that. So I took it like a learning experience, and I understood that, these labels will never understand. Not today, not tomorrow, not Asylum, not Universal. They don't get none of these artists. They don't understand innovative people, and they don't see the vision before we're supposed to see it. They just kind of go, and you got to go make it happen. You got to go make the song become a hit. You got to go out there, shoot the video yourself. Then they come in and do what they do, which is the things that you can't do, get you on MTV or put the actual CD in all the stores. So now, I've gotten to the point where, with the digital world, that hopefully we won't need these major record companies.
Exactly.
I really think that in the next, 5-6 years that there's going to be a humongous change. I think that people are going to be putting out stuff digitally, setting up their own little sites where you can go directly to buy, music from your favorite artists and watch videos via internet and the whole nine. And we can forget about these idiots that are standing behind a desk thinking that they know what's going on and controlling people's lives,
Yeah.
So we want to say sour taste just a bit.
Oh, okay. All right. What was your first piece of equipment that you got when you started? Because we know, from our research that you started making beats in your mother's apartment.
Yeah.
So what was your first piece of equipment that you got when you started working?
Oh, it was called a DR-202.
DR-202? Was that a drum machine?
Small rolling drum machine. Yep.
And used to make your own music, or used to like produce people in the area and stuff like that?
Yeah. We hadn't really done the rapper thing, the MC thing for us yet. I mean, we ciphered and we freestyled. We had a group of friends that rapped. You know what I'm saying? So we used to just sit around and do the whole nine. We had childhood friends, people from the hood, from the area that would come by. You know, my mom's apartment was only a 1.5 bedroom apartment, and the half was her room. The other room was the actual studio room that we lived in, which had crates and everything. So we slept like literally around like near crates.
Wow.
Anyways, I say that to say that people used to come over and knock on that back window all times of night and come in, and we would just do music all night. So we just let people rhyme over stuff, man. And the reason we started actually rhyming and us doing records is because we fell out with everybody. You know, because the same, people, you get to a point where people don't see the same vision as you. You have patience. It takes a little longer than what people think. People think they're going to become Jay-Z tomorrow morning because they watch TV or because they wear a button-up like him.
Yeah.
That's not the case. So we stuck with it, man, and God has really blessed us.
That's what's up, man. So now that you guys are successful Grammy award-winning producers, do you get those family members that call you up and they, hey, cousin, hey, can I borrow? Can I hold something?
Right, especially right now. You know, it's a couple of days before Christmas. So, you're definitely going to get that. But, that's understood, man. I mean, we've always been really close to only a few members of our family anyways. Very, very close with our mother and father. And then a small group of a circle of friends that we deal with, which are actually our business friends at the same time. Other than that, everybody else is cut out, man. We ain't got time for everybody wanting a free little ride. We don't do.
That's what's up. So we know that you've been doing this for a minute, and it's probably when you go in the studio, it's probably like routine. But what is something that excites you when you're in the studio? Like, what is something that really gets you going and motivated to knock out another track?
The artist.
The artist.
Yeah, like if an artist comes in with a certain amount of energy, or he's excited, or he has a crazy chorus, or just, the energy is there, then, it excites us to make, because, the rhythm most of the time is, nowadays what's wrong, and I think what's really wrong with hip-hop is that these rappers are not good enough. They're not making full songs. I heard 50 say, on a couple of interviews lately in the last couple of days that, when is the last rap record you heard where a rapper rapped all the way through? He did the chorus, he did the verse, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Maybe T.I. or whatever you like, or maybe 50 would get up. But other than that, like, rappers aren't coming in and making their full songs. They need an R&B hook. They need the producer to come up with the idea. So it doesn't become as challenging for a producer or a songwriter when he walks in and he's ready to work with a rapper, because he's like, man, I'm going to have to make the whole song for this guy, and he's just going to have to rap his 12 little bars, 16 bars, which is not that exciting. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, there's not that many good rappers. So
exactly.
When somebody comes in and they do the whole record and they have the whole nine, the vision, the whole thing, then you're like, all right, cool, I'm going to step my game up and really go in here and produce a full record.
That's what's, so it's harder for you if the artist comes with nothing. So
it's harder only because it's not as exciting, but it's actually easier because you're actually in control at that point. You're just like, look, here's the spaces, here's the first verse, second verse, third verse. I'm going to step out, go smoke me a blunt, or I'm going to go grab me something to eat. By the time I come back, put your verses down, and the song is done because the chorus is there, the beat is there, the arrangement is there. Which, some labels want it like that because their artist is just not that good.
Okay.
But I think